What a weird sight to see. We're not in the shop, we're in the garage because that's where the STI is at right now. So ever since we got the STI fixed, I've had another problem with it because that's what happens. You fix one problem, another one happens. And that is that when cranking the car, voltage drops down to about 8 volts on the car, which is a problem because you see that Hall effect sensor that we now use for our crank position sensor setup, it requires 12 volts. When we drop down to 8 volts when cranking, it's a problem because that voltage isn't being sent to the solenoid or the Hall effect sensor, so it can't actually pick up all the RPMs it needs to be able to start the car. We're gonna fix that. So we've been working with Mele battery for a couple of years now on the channel with a lot of the Subaru projects we do, and this is the biggest battery I have ever ran from them. So this is their monster size battery tray. I believe this is their Group 35 is what it's called. I could be wrong on that one, but I'm pretty sure what it is. I'm pretty sure it's Group 35 because that says 35 right there. So we have this going in the car and this full size AGM battery, which should be able to tackle all of our electrical system, no problem. What we've been using is this smaller full throttle battery, which we'll repurpose for another build. So that's gonna come out. This one's gonna go in. We're gonna try to start this thing up, see if it'll start up, no problem. If it does, our problem's fixed. I'm kind of just hanging out at the house today. I have a customer car showing up this afternoon, so I'm trying to be here when the car gets dropped off. So let's see. I'm gonna have to go down to Subaru at some point too. I got some brand new Reagan guards waiting down there for this car, which if this car works, we'll drive this down there. If not, it's no big deal, but let's get this battery swapped out. Power cable, that guy. Ugh. No, okay, so I can totally grab it. Oh! I managed to get it out. Don't ask me how. It required a lot of finoodling, but you guys can see the size difference in battery. Old one, new one. So I need to mount this, but the old mount that one used had this like sub mount that I riveted down to the frame itself, and we need to correct that because the new one uses a lot bigger riv nuts, and all of my riv nuts, like riv nut guns and whatnot, are at the shop. So we're gonna have to run to the shop anyways real quick, so I'm gonna run over there, go grab the riv nut gun. We'll get this new battery mounted and hopefully everything will work. What are you doing? You're not old enough to drive. You're not old enough to drive. You gotta go in the back seat or somewhere else. Ma'am, can I please see your registration and proof of insurance? Hey, you can't ignore me. We need the riv nut gun, which I believe is in here. What in the hell is with all these Evos down here right now? Evo 10, Evo 8 or 9, Evo 8 or 9, Evo 8 or 9. What the fuck's up with all the Evos?
They just collected.
Trage's Volkswagen. Pretty comfy daily.
I don't know how to work on that.
Oh, I bought one of those cars. 8,500 smackaroos. A lot of people were asking when or if I was still moving in with the guys from Elevated. They actually moved in here. They got a unit and they got hella Evos down here now. So, am I moving in with them? No, because they have the same size shop I do. So we'll have it go on right about there. There we go. Now it's sitting down where it needs to. Ow! And it will crush your hand. So I had to do a little bit of fanoodling to make everything fit because the battery wires are either too long, too short to reach where they're going. So I had to flip the battery around, move the circuit breaker again. We'll fix all the wiring when we get it to the shop, but for now it's all hooked up. It just looks super jank at the moment. But in theory, this thing should technically fire up first try now, because now everything should be getting solid voltage. It shouldn't be fighting for power anymore, so. Will she fire up first or second try? You motherfucker. Come on. There we go. Third try. Back once again. Dude, this thing does so good. We got up to about 10 PSI, about 15 up PSI on one of the poles, and dude, it just feels like it wants to kill you. It's a combination of how the power comes on, the alignment being super bad, the steering trying to pull out. There's just a lot of factors that feels like it wants to kill you, but glad that the starting issue for the most part is sorted. Starts up in like the first 3 attempts, which is all that matters now. The rest of it's probably gonna be tuning related, but it's no longer taking 10 to 15 starts, and battery voltage is no longer dropping super low on this thing. So I'm gonna get this thing moved back over to the shop, but we got a customer car getting dropped off here shortly, so I just made some room for it, and we can see some more fun Subaru stuff. More fun Subaru things. Next morning, got the garage all cleaned up, got the customer's car dropped off. It's a beautiful 05, dude. World Rally Blue also looks really good next to blue. We'll go over that here in a minute, but I gotta go drop off the WRX down at Subaru so that way they can go align it. We're just gonna drop it off, pick it up here in a little bit. Then I kinda wanna go over this car because this one's like, I'm excited for this one. You'll see why. WRX is all dropped off at Subaru. We should be picking it up here in a couple of hours. They're just gonna do an alignment on it. I also picked up my rain guards that I had ordered for the 17 STI since I broke 2 of them taking them off. I don't remember why. Oh no, I take them off because we swapped the rear doors, that's right. So we'll jet up back to the house. I'll show you guys this 05 STI, and then hopefully here in a couple hours we can go pick up the WRX, and it'll be minty fresh, and it'll drive in a straight line again. So while we wait for Subaru to give us a call about the WRX, let's talk about this thing. I know some of you guys are gonna ask, Tanner, I already said it was a customer car. Some people on Instagram thought it was mine. Not mine. However, I did buy another GD STI. It'll be here next weekend. But that is a topic for later. Let me give you the rundown on this. I miss these things. Now this thing is probably best case scenario for a blown up engine. It's got a spun bearing. It drove off the trailer, drove in here. This thing's gonna be getting torn down either tomorrow or Friday for a short block replacement. Don't mind the tires. Those are for somebody else's car that we're doing. Same with that exhaust over there. But we have everything needed for his car right here. Type RA block, timing kit, brand new engine harness, whole bunch of good stuff. Clutch, radiators, everything you could want for like an OE style rebuild. Super clean car too, like 150, 147K-ish miles on it. He only drove it like 3,000 miles, spun a bearing, it sucks. There's a mystery tune on here. We don't know what that is. We're gonna get that corrected. He's gonna get an access port. We're gonna get everything on this sorted, cleaned up, looking good, new power steering rack, the whole king caboodle. This car, I'm gonna do a completely detailed walkthrough of how to replace an engine from start to finish, from disassembling everything in here, draining fluids out, tearing down the block, pulling the engine out, putting the new engine together, rebuilding heads. It's gonna be like a 2-hour long video, but you guys want it, so I will oblige and I will do it. So this car is getting the full refresh. I'm excited for it. The interior in here is super minty also. I was sitting in this car yesterday driving it off or into the garage, and it just made me miss a GD. So then I wanted a GD. So we have a GD. I'm actually terrible at keeping secrets, and you guys know this. I hate keeping secrets, but I'm not even gonna try to keep it a secret because I always spoil it. So I got an 07 STI. And I'm big hyped for it. It's also World Rally Blue, so we'll have a World Rally Blue 07, World Rally Blue 17, World Rally Blue 2022. Now this 07 that we got also has a blown up motor. And like a bare engine. It has some aftermarket parts, but I told the dude we're buying it from, he can keep the aftermarket parts, so to bring the price down a little bit. So I'm excited for it. It'll be here next weekend. I'm big hyped for it. So 07 coming to the channel. It's not going to be anything. It's not going to be like a crazy high horsepower car. I mainly want it because A, I miss having a GD chassis. These cars just feel different. B, I want every gen in World Rally Blue, so I need a Hawkeye to do that. This one's a pretty good deal. And I want to teach Melanie how to drive stick shift on it, so that way she can take out the 07 whenever she wants if she doesn't want to drive her GTI, and she can hop in the STI and take it out for a spin. So I'm big hyped for it. My first like my first STI was an 08. My second STI was an 07, so I miss the 07s. I got a good feeling about them. And just like that, the WRX is ready to be picked up, so let's go get it. Perfect. We are all aligned, good to go. Car feels way better than it did before. Please don't back up into me. So WRX is driving great, feeling great. Alignment is all put back to spec. The rear camber's put back to negative 1.5 degrees, and everything is just feeling minty on it. So big hyped about that, and it's still looking good. We got some other plans for that. I'm really excited to see what that thing will do on the dyno over at Josh's and see what he'll do with it. But it's weird, man. We got so many World Rally Blue cars over here right now, and we'll have another one coming. The Hawkeye, dude, it's gonna be so weird. I'm just saying, man, World Rally Blue is a top tier color that you cannot go wrong with. I mean, come on. Come on. But that's all I got for you guys on this one. The main thing that I was just trying to accomplish in this video was getting the STI to actually start up on the first couple attempts, which it does now. Once again, huge shout out to the guys at Mele for helping out, and Full Throttle for the battery stuff on the STI. At this point, it's just driving it. Well, actually, no, at this point, I need to move it back to the shop now to get it wrapped. Once it's wrapped, I'm gonna take it to Subaru, have them align that car. There's only one tech there who I trust to drive this, and he's the only one, the alignment person. He's the only person I will let align and touch that car. If I have to pay extra at the dealership for him to do it, I will, but I don't have an alignment rack, and I hate doing string alignments if I can avoid doing it. Plus, it's only like 140 bucks to have someone align it, so money spent, in my opinion, it's better. So with that, that's all I got for you guys on this one. On the next couple of days, I'm gonna get cracked on this. You guys will get a video on that blob eye in probably 2 weeks or so. Just keep an eye out for that one. I'm gonna get the STI moved back over. We're gonna start wrapping this thing to get it minty fresh. What in the hell am I looking at right now? I don't know. To get it minty fresh also, and then start getting these cars to the dynos. I got more RX-7 parts in today, so that car should hopefully be running. We got the Hawkeye showing up next weekend. It's just gonna be a busy season, and I'm pumped for it. So, if you guys liked the video, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, cyan, whatever color turns for you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you want to be able to put it in one of these corners, no idea which one quite yet, but with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. So, peace out, homies.